Yankees fans, pay attention. Another delicate chapter is unfolding in what has already been a turbulent season for our team. A piece of news that mixes frustration, hope, and high expectations has shaken the New York Yankees clubhouse. Chisholm, one of the most promising and electrifying players on the roster, suffered a concerning injury just as he seemed ready to return to top form. The game against the Baltimore Orioles had barely begun when the moment drew everyone's attention. Chisholm, still in the first inning, called for medical attention in the middle of his at-bat, a rare move that immediately raised red flags. But what happened next was even more striking. He stayed in the game and pulled off the impossible, a triple, despite clearly being in pain and visibly struggling to run. It was a moment of grit, bravery, and maybe a bit of the stubbornness that defines great athletes. But once he reached third base, it became obvious something was wrong. His expression, the effort he made to complete the run, everything pointed to a more serious issue. Minutes later, the Yankees confirmed it. Right flank discomfort, which, in baseball terms, often signals an oblique strain. One of the worst possible injuries for a hitter, as that area is crucial for swinging mechanics. The silence in the Yankees dugout after his departure spoke louder than any medical report. Here was a player who had started the season strong, weathered some ups and downs, and perhaps was finally turning the corner, only to watch that breakthrough slip away due to injury. And now the dilemma deepens. Chisholm's absence, even if brief, leaves a significant void. After all, we're talking about a player who, despite some inconsistency, is a game changer when healthy. If his recovery takes longer than expected, the Yankees could find themselves shifting from a third base issue to a second base crisis, adding even more stress to the coaching staff and front office. This is a critical moment, and the Yankees' recent injury history doesn't inspire much optimism. We've already had to deal with the loss of Gerrit Cole, and now another threat is emerging right at the core of our lineup. Baseball is a game of resilience, but even the most resilient teams have their limits. Injuries are testing the Yankees' mental toughness and roster depth like never before, and fans know it. Every player lost is not just a tactical blow, but an emotional one as well. Chisholm may not be the most high-profile name in the league, but his energy, aggressive style, and on-field presence bring an intensity that's hard to replicate. Now, all we can do is hope for good news in the next 48 hours. That it's not a serious injury, that he returns quickly, and that this heroic triple won't be his last standout moment of the season. Faced with yet another blow, the Yankees must act, and fast. The season is still in its early stages, but the wear and tear is already piling up at an alarming rate. And now, with another worrying setback, action is the only path forward. The pitching rotation hasn't escaped the drama either. Losing Gerrit Cole before opening day felt like a punch to the gut. And while names like Max Fried are doing their best to hold the line, it's clear that the team's structure is under strain. That's where a name gaining traction behind the scenes comes into play. Freddie Peralta. Yes, Yankees fans, the front office could be eyeing a strategic move involving the talented Milwaukee Brewers pitcher. Peralta, for those who don't remember, was an all-star in 2021 and has shown consistent form in 2025, boasting a 2.43 ERA and 36 strikeouts in just 6 starts. With over 30 starts in back-to-back seasons, he represents the kind of reliability the Bronx is sorely missing right now. Even better, his contract is a steal, $15 million over 5 years, with affordable team options for 2 additional years. That makes him not only a short-term solution, but also a smart long-term investment. The kind of acquisition that could reshape a team, especially one with real October ambitions. On the other side, the Brewers are off to a shaky start. With a 14-15 record, lacking offensive firepower from Willie Adams, and battling injuries in their rotation, it wouldn't be a shock if they became sellers at the trade deadline. Historically, Milwaukee prefers to get ahead of expiring assets. We saw it with Josh Hader, Corbin Burns, and Devin Williams. If the opportunity arises, the Yankees must be ready to make a move, especially with Luis Gil still in recovery mode and no clear timeline for his return to peak form. Now, if you're following all of this and love content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel right now. This is where you'll stay up to date on everything surrounding our New York Yankees, from the injury shaking up the roster to the potential trades that could save the season. And more than that, drop a comment below. What would you do if you were in the Yankees front office? Would you go after Peralta, or is there another name on the market worth pursuing? Your opinion matters, and it might just spark a great conversation with other passionate fans like you. If there's one thing that defines Yankees fans, it's the ability to stand strong in the toughest moments. This franchise's story is filled with glorious highs, but also with painful lows and dramatic turnarounds. And right now, we're facing one of those turning points again. With the possible absence of Jazz Chisholm and the pitching rotation on high alert, one question looms large. Will the New York Yankees fight like a team that wants to contend, or simply try to survive the season? The movement behind the scenes suggests there's a will to fight. The interest in Freddie Peralta shows the team isn't content to sit back and watch the season slip away. But reinforcements alone won't work miracles. For Peralta, or any incoming piece, to truly make a difference, the team spirit must be rebuilt. The clubhouse needs a spark. Every healthy player must give their all. And in that picture, fan support isn't just a footnote, it's a crucial engine for restoring the confidence of a team that may be hurting, but is far from finished. It's in moments like these that the soul of a team is revealed, and the Yankees, no matter how much pressure they're under, still have players capable of changing a game in one swing, and a manager who understands the weight of every decision in this stage of the season. While we wait for updates on Chisholm, whether it's a minor injury that sidelines him for a few days or a longer setback, we're also watching the rotation and trade market developments closely. It's a tense moment, but also one full of opportunity. If the Yankees do land Peralta, it will be more than just a response to injuries. It will be a sign that this team is still thinking about October, even if April hasn't gone according to plan. We're only at the beginning, but the margin for error is getting thinner by the day. And now, to close out this script in the spirit of those who never take off the cap with that iconic NY on their chest, we invite you to subscribe if you haven't already. But more than that, become part of our community. Here we talk real baseball with emotion, analysis, and that unique passion only Yankees fans understand. Comment below your thoughts on Chisholm's injury, what you think about a possible Freddie Peralta trade, and most importantly, what you think the team needs to do right now to turn things around. Your voice matters. Let us know what you took from this video. Did it help you feel more connected to what's happening on and off the field? Are you excited about the trade possibilities? If so, drop that comment and let's build a space where every Yankees fan feels at home, even on the toughest days. Because here the jersey never carries the weight alone. It's worn by an entire nation. Let's go, Yankees!